Fair weather in Liberia, Monrovia, isn't it? Yes. A dull cloud of rain in the atmosphere. The first time in Liberia that January rain falls, just like we're in recency. It means that we will be in it until the close of 2026. But information has it. That's how it's going to be. Yes, that's why information is key. That is why you need to just be fully informed. And you cannot get fully informed if you're not fully engaged. The two are Siamese twins. You've got to be fully informed, but then you will have to be fully engaged first. When you are engaged, then you are informed, because information is key, is an integral part of our existence. 1/3 people of our existence on earth centers on information. It is very significant. Do not live your life without it. Good morning, and thank you that you tune in for the review of the local dailies called King's Local Dailies, King's 88.5, your radio vendor on this 5th day of January 2026. We are transmitting from Central Monrovia. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers with your radio vendor. The news, the nation's news since 1989. The In Profile Daily, The New Dawn, Truly Independent, The Oracle News Daily, Front Page Africa, The Doyen Daily Observer, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, The Authoritative Heritage, and The Doyen Inquirer newspaper. We begin with the news, the nation's news since 1989. Lead story, UL campus is stink. Students fear looming health crisis. The lead story of the newspaper, UL campus is stink. Students fear looming health crisis. That's the lead story of the newspaper. UL campus is stink. Did you get the lead story of the newspaper? UL campus is stink. Students fear looming health crisis. The president, Unity Party president, regime president, Joseph Human Boakai, and Unity Party UL president, regime UL president, Dr. Lily Lapayan, on the front page. Since she took over the university, it's just retrogressing by the day. Things are just not working. as she had envisaged. She got an ambitious plan, but the government's backing not forthcoming. Things are just bad off at the University of Liberia under rescue government. And the paper is reporting that the campus is stink. The lead story, UL campus is stink. Students fear looming health crisis. The footnote story front page, China makes huge donation to LNP. The back page of the newspaper, crisis at Freeport. Crisis at Freeport as customs brokers threaten protest. Finance Minister inspects revive US 100 million road corridor project. Chamber of Commerce installs new leadership. Buaka to host farewell event for diaspora returnees. The news, the nation's news since 1989. It's out this morning for only $40 Liberian. You want to get a copy, please do. With this lead story, UL campus is stink. Students fear looming health crisis. From the news to the In Profile Daily newspaper. Lead story, confusion trails A3 statement as Liberia clarifies amid Ambassador Louis Brown's attribution. That's the lead story of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Lead story, confusion trails A3 statement as Liberia clarifies amid Ambassador Louis Brown's attribution. The Minister of Information that went with the clarification, Jeremy Pia, and Liberia's permanent ambassador to the United Nations, Louis Brown, sharing the front page. They seem to be in hot water. Their statement did not go down well with the United States government. We saw that. We knew it. Teacher Light made it very clear. He warned them that something was forthcoming. They overlooked it. Now the Minister of Information was forced to clarify the statement on yesterday. The government communication system, or ARM, is just a disorganized one. Everybody speaking and everybody clarifying. Yesterday, they said that the CDC government did not have a synchronized information flow, yet they have and continue to show distorted information. Louis Brown says one thing, the Minister of Information comes out to clarify. The United States government has taken exception to the Liberian government position. We told you it was not necessary at all. Whether Liberia makes a statement or not, the decision was taken. There are certain things you don't meddle inside. You just remain tight-lipped. Let people say you're not speaking is better than to speak and cause confusion. Now, Washington is not comfortable with the statement released because Louis Brown portrayed it like the United States went in and overthrew the government there, and it is wrong, and constitutional order should be restored. You want to get a copy of the In Profile Daily? If you haven't yet, please do, so that you get a full understanding, the clarification, the exception the Minister of Information took with the statement released by Louis Brown and what it is now atmospherically in the United States against this statement. You want to get a copy. If you haven't yet, of the Improfile Daily, do it now. Call any one of the vendors near you. If they are not, you can send your office assistant or anybody to get a copy of the Improfile Daily newspaper. This is the lead story. Confusion trails A3 statement as Liberia clarifies amid Ambassador Brown's attribution. Other stories, the front page of the Improfile Daily newspaper. Boakai intervenes in iron ore tailing dispute. Costa claims pro tem Yomblikanga Lawrence. Regime Senator Darius Dillon attempted selling Buchanan Port bought. The back page of the Improfile Daily newspaper. 2 LDEA officers disrobed. 2 LDEA officers disrobed. They are on the front page, the back page. Nearly 198,000 farmers benefit from government agriculture support. Minister Gafwan inspects Banga Mendikoman Road project. Sino lawmaker calls for investigation over AFL shooting. The Improfile Daily newspaper is out this morning for $40 Liberian dollars. Only 40, no more, no less. Get a copy, please, if you haven't yet from any one of the vendors. If you are unable, based on your location, your workload, your activities, then that's what your radio vendor is. Kings 88.5 has brought the paper to you. Lead story, confusion, trails, A3 statement. Confusion, trails, A3 statement. Liberia clarifies Liz Brown statement. "40 minutes after 11, you are watching and listening to Kings Daily. Kings 88.5, your radio vendor. The New Dawn, truly independent. Next. Lead story, the New Dawn newspaper. Custom brokers threaten protests over GTMS charges. That's the lead story of the New Dawn newspaper, truly independent. Custom brokers threaten protest over GTMS charges. The sub-lead story, AFL officers in Sino shootout. Representative we are called for investigation. AFL soldiers in Sino shootout. Representative we are called for investigation. The back page of the New Dawn newspaper. Protest erupts in Bond County over NEC magistrate appointment. Protest erupt in Bond County over NEC magistrate appointment. The honest story, the back page of the New Dawn newspaper, truly independent. You want to get a copy of the New Dawn newspaper, if you haven't yet, for just only $50 Liberian dollars. No more, no less. Get a copy from any one of the vendor, please. Ask, do you have New Dawn newspaper? Hand me a copy. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. Next up. Lead story, the Oracle News Daily. IMF says 8.4 billion arrest agenda does not make sense. One's economy could collapse if pursued. When it was initiated from the beginning, let's pause here for a while, listen carefully, because this is not a news for me. It's not news for few people, but news for very many of the people, because we talk about it on Real Talk, Kings 88.5, will go very definitive when the government launched this document, and they put 80% of the funding of this document at the feet of the international community. Why? We saw that it was not realistic. It was going to cause problem. But the Unity Party people, because they are partisans, they put aside simple literacy, if they ever have, and put on political sentiment, partisanship sentiment. Fast forward, there where we are. The IMF is now saying that the Unity Party 8.4 billion arrest agenda does not make sense at all. If they pursue it, the entire economy of Liberia will collapse, will go down the drain. Because Bouaka sat there, these people want to get rich over time. They put all kinds of documents together. He hardly reads, least to say analyze. They put it before him and say, Mr. President, let's go so that you will launch the arrest agenda. And then he went there. Here we are. So that's the lead story of the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you. IMF says 8.5 billion arrest agenda does not make sense. Once economy could collapse if pursued, and some of them are on Facebook clarifying that IMF did not say this. This is why IMF is saying. Few of them are on Facebook clarifying this, but that's what it is. And the man who is chattering everything, the finance minister Augustin Ngafwa, and Rescue One regime president Joseph Yamabwaga on the front page. Other stories: Claude Pevey, Guinea mass killer, extradited from Liberia, died in custody. That's the sub-lead story of the Oracle News Daily, one of the reliable, credible newspapers. You want to do business with them, you want to get their paper always. Claude Pevey, Guinean mass killer, extradited from Liberia, dies in custody. The back page of the Oracle News Daily. Speaker's wife sues president advisor for snatching husband away. Speaker's wife sued president advisor for snatching husband away. Mrs. Cecilia Kwokon, the paper is reporting, Sue Magdala Cooper, political advisor to Joseph Yamabwaga, for announcing publicly that Richard Cohn is her spouse. The Oracle News Daily newspaper is out today for a reasonable amount, 40, only 40, no more, no less. Get a copy, please. Get a copy. If you haven't yet, reach out to any one of the vendors. It's imperative that you get a copy of the Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you with this headline. IMF says 8.4 billion arrest agenda does not make sense. Economy could collapse if pursued. No opposition against the government. Every opposition person, every opposition political party, every opposition radio station helps the government. It guides the government. But the government puts on political sentiment that the opposition is against. When it was said that the budget wasn't possible, they are still arguing. We are about to experience another hurdle with that 1.2 billion budget. The IMF is definitive. When we talk it from the onset, they said we were opposition. Now, here is it. 4.8 billion. You cannot take your entire burden and put it on a given person to pursue while you relax. Come on, rescue have to rethink. From the Oracle News Daily to the Doyen Big Brother newspaper, the Front Page Africa, that is causing stir within Unity Party officials. They have come against the paper. The paper is under attack from Unity Party people because of its realistic, truthful position. This is the lead story. Liberia may wait years. Liberia may wait years. New malaria drug available in 8 African countries promises breakthrough for infants, but this is terror. Sino lawmaker Weah condemns AFL gunfire in southeastern Liberia, calls for independent probe. The back page of Front Page Africa is all sports. The paper is out this morning and this day for 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40, no more than that. You want to get a copy, please do. Get a copy from any one of the vendors. Ask for Front Page Africa. It's coming up to 25 minutes after 11. The Daily Observer newspaper, lead story. Ganta Old Market once disputed land that could reignite old fault lines. Gafon inspects progress on Banga Salaye Road project. Notorious drug dealer nabbed in Newcretown raid. Cakepins arrest as a major boost in government's escalating war on drug. He's on the front page. Rich gang. The back page of the Daily Observer newspaper, Doyen Daily Observer. Bwaka visits Ken University in Lofa. Promises faith-driven education, rural development. NLA lifts persons with disability nationwide. NLA is the National Lottery Authority. Daily Observer is out for 40 Liberian dollars, reasonable amount. Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, next. Front Page Africa, Daily Observer, The News, The Analyst, The Authoritative Heritage, The Inquirer are all elite, Doyen, pioneer newspapers. They've been on the newsstand in Liberia forever. They are credible, reliable. Lead story, The Analyst, leading beyond barriers. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on values and women in power. She's on the front page. Grand conspiracy to sell Buchanan Port Henry Costa alleges as political firestorm erupts over secret deal. He's on the front page. Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, Buchanan Port manager Jeneton Kape, and the political advisor to President Joseph Yeman Boakai, Magdala Cooper, who is at the center of it all with the speaker infidelity on the front page. The back page of the Analyst newspaper. China hands over police supplies to LNP. Ambassador Yang links support to security reform, strategic partnership. The police receiving logistical support, but they are not reformed. They receive materials, but internally, the police bad, DEA bad, brutalizing people all over the place. What good is having the logistics? Yet there is no reform within. Koji on power, policy, and public service. You want to get a copy of the Analyst newspaper with this lead story, Leading Beyond Barriers. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Fold text for just $40 Liberian. GOL clarifies UN stance, highlights major gains across key sectors. The government clarifies the statement made, meaning what Louis Brown did was not the full support or position of the Liberian government. The authoritative heritage next. Lead story. Liberia avoids U.S. ban. Liberia avoids U.S. ban. The 40 countries that are banned by the United States. Visa restriction Liberia is off. It's because they agree to accept Garcia. And this is what Charles Taylor said. If you want to get the American government support, anything they say yes, sir. Anything, just say yes, sir. Whatever America wants, agree to it. Then they will give you whatever. You have their protection. You have everything. If they say Liberia will want the oil in your country, we're coming for the oil. Say yes. They told you people about their vested interest. They're not giving aid. They're receiving. The sub-lead story, front page, the authoritative heritage, one speaker, two wives, explosive allegations of bigamy as domestic law suit Paul's Cooper. One speaker, two wives, explosive allegations of bigamy as domestic lawsuit Paul's Cooper. That's Magdala Cooper, the political advisor to Joseph Yeman Boakai, and the woman who announced herself publicly as the spouse of Speaker Richard Cohn, and the wife of Speaker Richard Cohn, Mrs. Cecilia Paul Cohn. They are all sharing the front page. The back page of the authoritative heritage. China boosts LNP capacity. Ability rejects Nima godfatherism. 8 injured in Callaway crash. Kura, that's Labor Minister Cooper Kra, urges workers' reconciliation. The paper is out for $40 Liberian. Only 40, no more, no less. The last but not the least, and then we zoom out on King's local daily for today. The Doyen Inquirer newspaper, lead story, front page. United States government travel barriers exonerates Liberia. U.S. President Donald Trump that praised Boakai for speaking good English. And the president himself that said, yes, sir, on the front page. China boosts Liberia's security sector. Former education minister backs Liberia's port reform. But the back page of the Inquirer newspaper, LEC clarifies temporary closure of Waterside office. Security media conclude SOP conference on national elections. The Inquirer is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Today and always, only 40. So that will be doing it. If you haven't had the time to get a copy of any one of these papers, you need to get a copy, please. You need to get a copy, especially of the Oracle News Daily. Need to get a copy. If you haven't yet, get a copy. Reach out to any one of the vendors. Ask for the Oracle News Daily newspaper. It's very important, very significant. It cuts across, particularly if you are in the opposition. You need this. You need to know this. If you are in the government, you need to know this. It's just for everybody, every citizen. IMF says 8.4 billion arrest agenda does not make sense. You need a copy of the Improvised Daily newspaper reporting the confusion, the disconnect between the Minister of Information who does the clarification or did the clarification and Louis Brown that released the statement on behalf of what they call A3. There's confusion there. The United States government is not satisfied. And the newspaper, you have to get these 4 papers. The newspaper, UL Campus is stink. UL Campus is stink. What is Dr. Lila Mampanya doing? You want to join us tomorrow for the weekend's edition at 12 midday? Please do. However, the news is on at 12, at 1 this afternoon, King's Newsroom at 1. Join us for that. And at 3, Real Talk. This is King's 88.5. I'm Sam Andrews.
From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
Yeah, man.